What headphones would you recommend for streaming? I mean, I think any headphones are good headphones. Is OBS, are you gonna... There we go. Is this the song that I think it is? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yes, I'm streaming so much earlier than I normally do, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I left for dinner. Who won MCL? We did. So we won that round / that bracket, which I think is super cool. Okay. Yo, thank you so much for the
Snifferish. How are we on this fine day?
We are good. I haven't been on the RatsSMP in a week. I want to look at what everyone's done. This is so good. Thank you so much, Crystal Cat, for the tier 1. Oh wait, I should probably tell people that I switched. I'll let people know that I switched to RatsSMP. Okay, where is it? And I will say, switched to RatsSMP. I didn't know this chat had terms and conditions. Yeah, you just can't be a pee-pee hole, you know? I don't think that's actually the right terminology there, but it's my terminology. What does this say? Rat art? Am I not allowed in? That's rude. And then, whose house is this? Where did my boy, my Oppo, where did his house? Okay, his house is here. I'm just like exploring people's houses because I want to see what people have like built and updated since I was away. Flea number 22 reporting for duty. Thank you. This is so cute. It's a little balcony. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta put on my like sniff playlist, my R sniff playlist, the chill one, the one that makes me happy. There we go. Okay, so that's changed. This is new. I really gotta talk to Olive about what's happened like socially since I left. Because from my understanding, a lot of stuff happened. What is this? Huh? Okay. Flea bucks. Somebody told me that someone found the speakeasy, which is fine, but who? I want to know who. For reference, chat, this is what we did last time. We worked on this, which is our little speakeasy / secret meeting room. Beck and Elle saw it. You know what? I'm gonna have to have a chat with them. New tailors coming soon. 1/4 ban the bar banless? Why is he banning people from his bar? Has Safety Rat still not logged on and seen my funny joke? That's so sad. Safety Rat. I would like Safety Rat to see my silly joke. Kickery. Okay, that's still the same. Excuse me, I'll just walk around and see what has changed. Because I genuinely have no clue. I'm also not in my rat skin. I'm in my magic girl skin. But that's okay. Sometimes it's just like that. You know? Sometimes chat, you're just a little magic girl rat. And that's fine. Safety Rat, so did he see it on stream? I want to know his reaction. Please? Chat, please tell me he saw it while on stream. Please. And what stream? I want to go see it. Okay. I heard that he saw it on stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Which stream? What stream? Wait. I need to see this. I need to figure out where he saw it. Okay, Twitch. Does he stream on YouTube or... Okay, Solidarity Gaming. Does he stream on YouTube? I think he's on YouTube. Okay, wait. I need to see this. Okay, Solidarity Gaming.
4 years ago.
Hello, Jimmy. Where do I see his live? I don't know where he VOD's odds channel. Wait, did I really just miss it? Where is his VOD's channel? I need to know.
4 years ago.
No, Jimmy, please. Okay, no, just VODs. I lied. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Chat. Oh wait, Solidarity VODs. Okay.
How we doing?
The garden is open.
How we doing?
Hello, Jimmy. This is great. Thank you. Okay, he looks around at the bar. He goes into the Starbucks. When does he head into his house? I need to see this. Does he... Come on, where does he see it? I'm looking, chat. Okay, wait. I think this is it. Wait. Can I... Okay. Chat. I think this is it.
Okay, I gotta be careful of the rat trap.
Yeah, what is this? Yeah, what is this? Who did this?
Book. There we go. It was me. I did that book.
Wait, who did the rat trap?
It wasn't me. I promised it wasn't me.
Oh, could I see the book?
Yeah. Let me do this.
Oh, so this was you. You did the book. Safety Rat Help.
I mean, yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble at the minute. I'll leave you to read that. You can come and consult.
Wait, did he see it beforehand?
Okay. What is going on here?
Okay, wait.
Today, loads of people. I'm never really on rats, and that's my bad. Sorry, I missed your 2. Have you seen the Empire's theories on your character? No? Again, what do you guys think? I'm scared to do a member-a-thon. I really am. I'm worried.
I think he's going to go inside here.
Gifted members in the go-in. I'm scared to do a member-a-thon now. I'm really scared. Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to live with someone. I'm thinking I might as well just try live with someone. Maybe Martin. Because this is my house, so... What? What is it? Someone tried to trap me. What's this? How do I... What? 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 Alexis, thank you so much for becoming a member, you absolute legend!
Oh, I'm glad he got it. That'd be so awkward if he like saw it and was like, dude, what's this? All right, anyways, chat. Today, I'm doing a wee bit of decorating. You're probably like, Sniff, what do you mean by that? I don't know. Somebody told me that Rat Oliver, really likes Christmas. Or so I've heard. I don't know if this is necessarily true. So I'm thinking about potentially building a Christmas tree. I know it's a little early, but hear me out, chat. I'm about to go away for, a few weeks, so I figured why not do it now while I can? Here, and then I'll do, we'll get some this. So I'm just gonna, I talked to Martin about it, right? And King told me that a Christmas tree, because my rat doesn't know what a Christmas tree is. He told me that they kind of look like those guys over there. So I'm gonna try that. Okay, I keep reloading my shaders on accident because I think that my gigabytes got messed up. So we'll do this. That should fix it, hopefully. That's E. Okay, there we go. I got it. We'll just do a line here. And I'll make... This'll be the base to my Christmas tree. Yeah. The question is... I think I'm gonna, try and do, a... solid block base and then add leaves. I don't know why, I just think that would work a lot better than, trying to make the entire thing out of leaves. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it... How do I make it, round? How do I make a round thing in Minecraft? I say, you know what? I'm a professional builder. I got this. That's like every single time I have a problem building in Minecraft, I'm like, guys, don't worry. I'm literally a pro. It's fine. I got it. But it's secretly a lie. It's a facade. Okay. So if I do this, it's a pretty good circle, or at least like a good starting point. So then we have to build it up. Now, I'm not sure how much I want this thing to like feather, I guess. Like how much, if I wanted to like go in and out like a pine tree, or if I just want it to be like one really like bloop bloop tree. I'm really not so sure, chat. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I personally, chat, I have a question for you. Are you guys fake Christmas tree people, or are you real Christmas tree people? Just wondering, because like, I personally grew up, I think, I don't know if this is the exact reason, but I think it is. My mom is allergic to trees. It's either my mom or my dad. One of my parents, I think, was allergic to the Christmas trees themselves. Or like, it just gave them like really bad allergies or something like that. Real, fake. Yeah, thank you so much, Sage Live.
The build looks so cool so far.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My parents are fake tree, but I prefer real ones. See, I like the smell of real ones. I mean, that's like, I feel like you have to just like the smell of the real ones. The real ones, it smells so good. Fresh out of the woods, yeah, understandable. I just personally, I feel like, I don't know, I'm scared to get a real one, because I've also never had a real one myself, and now I'm kind of worried that like maybe I'm potentially allergic to them. Like, and that's something that could totally be the case too with me. So I don't know. I'm just like chilling. This is the first year where I actually get to buy my own Christmas tree. Crazy, am I right? Because I finally like last year I used my friend's Christmas tree because my friend was living with us, and so she had one. But, you know, obviously she's moved out now, as I've told you guys several times before that my roommates are gone. So now it's like, I guess I actually have to buy a Christmas tree or to clean up a lot of needles. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really worried about, is I'm also worried about the cats trying to eat the tree. I don't know why, but I just know that, like, our cats are so stupid that I just know that they would do that. Like, Satsuki, she loves to climb the tree already. Like, she's already one of those cats that, like, gets inside of the tree to climb it. And then, I don't know. Maya's probably smart enough not to, but I don't know if I want to risk it, you know? I'm just like, like, to the people who have fake trees, do you have, like, fake trees that look like real trees? Or do you have, like, sometimes, like, I think my sister has, like, one of the white fake trees where it's got, like, the, like, weird frosted look. I don't know. I'm just, like, emotionally distraught on what kind of Christmas tree to get in chat. Yeah, my cats climb the tree and it gets covered in needles. Oof. Put a trash bag underneath it? Oh, that makes sense. That sounds like it would be the way to go. I'm just, like, trying to sculpt this little tiny tree. You guys get the ones that look real. I have a cat and I put lemons on the tree so that she won't climb. Wait, what is the correlation between that? What is, like, just out of curiosity, what does putting lemons on your tree do to prevent your cat from going up it? I'm genuinely just curious, because I've never heard of that before, or like someone doing that before in order to prevent a cat from climbing their tree. She hates lemons. That's so specific that your cat just, like, hates. Have you guys ever seen those videos of, like, the cats getting scared of cucumbers? Should I just, like, put cucumbers all over my Christmas tree and, like, hope that my cat doesn't go up it? Also, I'm kind of proud of this so far. I'm just saying. Like, look at it. It's definitely not Christmas time, but, you know, I want to decorate before I have to leave for a few days. It's not really a few days, it's like 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys have gotten the hints yet, but I am going to the offices to see Ames and Ran and quite a few other people. I don't know how many people I'm allowed to say. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm going to see Ames and Ran because we've already confirmed that, but oh my god, look at how cute this is. Chat. Look at the wee little tree. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, this is adorable. Now I guess I have to make like an under blanket thing. I can do that, I think. I'm just gonna like delete the floor a little bit. Like, just, you know, really casually. Like so. I'm gonna put on some little ornaments. We already have like fairy lights, luckily, so that kind of fits the theme already. Yeah, Pride Tree comeback. Oh my god. Chat, there was this one year when I made a giant chisel and bits tree, and chat made a bunch of, like, you guys, like, chat suggested ornaments, and then I put the ornaments on the tree. It was super, super cute, and I would definitely do something like that again. Of course, it'd be a lot bigger than this. Just to clarify, it would be a lot bigger than this. Oh, it's so cute! Chat, look at this. We got a little Christmas tree. Hopefully that's like what Olive likes. Olive's gonna see it and be like, why? I like it. I like it, chat. We have a little Christmas tree in our little rat home. As we should. As we should, if you ask me. Are you saying ornaments with a D sound? Ornaments? I probably. I have a really hard time pronouncing like a lot of English words, so that's probably it. I don't know how to explain it. If it's like it's like for example, I can't say permanent. I don't know why. You guys know what like I'm trying to say, and I've had people like try to like teach me how to say it, and I still can't get it for some reason. And you'll notice with some other words that I have a really hard time pronouncing them. I don't really know if it's like an accent thing or like a northern accent thing. Like, I know that I don't pronounce cheese, so yeah. Can you pronounce non-English words? I was really good at pronouncing French words, but I haven't taken French in God knows how long. I took French for like 4 years when I was like in middle school, and then I took Latin for 4 years in my high school years. Which, for originally, I was only going to take it for 2 years, but I ended up really liking my teacher. So I actually stuck with the language just because I liked the teacher. I really want to know how to get outside. I think I heard that the garden opened. Oh my god, it's just literally open. Oh, this is so pretty. Chat, look at this. What is this? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Oh, shoot. It's this part. I didn't realize. I kind of want to steal these flowers. I know we're not supposed to. Ooh, what's this? Tomato. I wonder if I'm like allowed to harvest things from the garden. I mean, it kind of seems like I can, for the most part. Isn't there supposed to be... What is this? Are these, like, garden gnomes or something? Yeah, thank you so much for the 15 bits. Oh my god, there's so many utilities out here. This is interesting, I'll leave it that. Olive drowned all of their fleas by going to the pond. That's not very nice. Isn't there supposed to be a... Oh, yeah, there is a guy over there. Suddenly I'm not... I should probably go inside because I think once it gets dark, the door's gonna shut. And I do not want to get locked out here. Okay, let's see what random stuff I can collect today. And it's nighttime. So it looks like I made it out just in time. Bro. Hello? Yo, thank you so much for the bits. How are you? I'm good. I'm currently... You know what? I haven't found any quests yet, and it makes me so sad. Everyone's found, like, all these quests and all these things, and I'm questless. Oh, that's a person. Suddenly, again, I'm not here. Who could have seen it coming? Not me. Certainly not the human. Yeah, I just have no idea where to find quests, and like everyone keeps finding them, and I'm like, where? How? What's up, Sniff? I just voted. I'm gonna go do that after this stream. Okay, where is... More chests, please. Okay, this is the blue room. Kind of hate this room just by association. Hopefully the janitor is not here today. Does she wander a lot? I need to figure out, is this the room that has the brewing stuff? Oh, it is. It's perfect. This is like the dad's like man cave or the grandpa's like man cave. My fake brewing stand is still there. I don't think anyone's picked up on it yet. Coal. I still need blaze powder. I can't make any potions until I've actually got like blaze powder to, you know, power my potion making. Sometimes I just wish that, you know, you could like make friends with the humans, because I'm sure this dude would have so much stuff to give me if I just like politely asked, but I guess I can understand why that's not the case. Oh shoot. I'm not here. I did not realize that I would just catch his attention so easily. He'll go away, right? Right, chat? They saw the fake brewing stand. Did they write about it? Wait, can I ask chat, do you know what the reaction was to the fake brewing stand? Just out of curiosity. Did, like, the cats talk about it? Okay, I think I got away from him. Here, I'm gonna pop back up. You can sell that stuff in the Squeakeasy. That's the thing, is I'd like to sell potions in the Squeakeasy, but I just haven't been able to find the stuff that, you know, actually allows me to brew anything. There's, like, no blaze powder. Okay, we're getting back up to the basement. At some point this week, I'm probably gonna get on with Oliver, and Oliver's gonna like show me around and stuff like that to some stuff that I missed. Right now, I'm in rat limbo, so it's okay. Yippee! I still feel like we need some major cleanup here. This attic is slowly becoming more and more of a mess. I also wish that we had, like, I need to make like a bookshelf or something for Olive, because we just have so many of these, like, books. Did Olive try and organize these? That's a valid effort. A very sad effort, but a valid one. Yeah, wait, these look actually... I can't tell if these are organized or if I'm just, like, it's been that long. Take my cotton swab elsewhere. I feel like I've missed so much in like the 4 days that I was gone. I know that Tommy came and visited yesterday. But I'm not allowed up here. I'm sorry, Safety Rat. Should I leave Safety Rat a note? I really feel like I should. I feel kind of bad. Here, I'll take this. I'll take this, and I'll leave him a little note. Where's my home? I didn't use that book that I literally just got. Here, we'll leave Safety Rat a little note. Feels bad, man. That's not the way. Okay. Here, let's write a very eloquent note. Dear safety rat. Can Safety Rat read? I have no clue. I can barely write, and it's thanks to Olive. Sorry, I left a fake rat trap in your home. I was feeling a bit silly goofy. I heard you're looking for somewhere to live. I like to build. Again. Sorry for the prank. I am... I think this is good. You spelled heard heart? Oh. Thanks, chat. I think, yeah. Okay, so dear Safety Rat, sorry I left a fake rat trap in your home. I was feeling a bit silly goofy. I heard you're looking for somewhere to live, so I'd like to build quite a bit and would be happy to assist you in the process of your home. Again, sorry for the prank. I am used to my 45 brothers, whom I used to prank a lot. Much appreciation, Sniff. For the rat that, for safe rat. I think there was a, how do I leave a note? Is there like, is there like a chest or something? Can I make a chest? In my Sailor Moon outfit? I need like mailboxes. There we go. That should work. Why is the rat in a safe? No, he's like safety. Whoa! Who's building a whole circus on their house? Is this a laundry hamper? This is so cute. Holy shit. Is this a circus? I can't even get in there. Someone's building some stuff. That's cool. Why do you get an entire home and we get nothing? We demand a home. Chat, rats, fleas. You guys can just like sleep in my bed. It's fine. We all just share a bed together. And technically your home is like the rat bodies, so it's Becky's flea circus. Damn, that's kind of cool. I respect that. I want to build a very silly home out in the open for someone, but I don't know how to go about that. Let's see if I can do, like, our home is the attic, our home is Sniff. Exactly. You guys, I am literally your home. You guys live with me. I feel like I should try and enchant some stuff at some point. Let's see. Player head. What unique building materials or things can I make today? I could do some more stuff with bricks. Everyone keeps saying that bricks is like my thing. Kind of think it would be silly to like gut one of these structures that they have here, but I don't know. Maybe I should just start destroying stuff. Like, you know, do you want a one-way mirror in your squeakeasy? I don't know how to do that. I think that would be cool, but I don't know how to do that. Wait, where's all my tools? I swear I had so many tools. I have multiple noise complaints. That's fair. I feel like if I lived with a bunch of other dudes, I would have a bunch of noise complaints. Okay, and then somewhere here I've got like a bunch of iron ingot. There we go. Wait, do I not have the... Oh. So let me make another axe. And we're gonna try and demolish quite a bit today. Not because I, like, hate the structures, per se. I just want to try and clean up as much as possible. Oof, I need a torch in my offhand. I can't see, like, anything. There we go. Of course, it doesn't help that... Oh. Was someone... Is someone living here? What? Is this like a stop? Hello? I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone... It's just the tunnel. But I can repair that up top. If I can get through this thing. Holy cow. This is not very friendly to the bigger rats. Thank you, sir. Oh my gosh. It's very rude if you've asked me. Maybe try and fix the floor with it. Ah, the things I would do to fix the floor. Or the random bits that have been taken. Yeah, I'll make it... I won't destroy Toby's tunnel at all. I'm just going to repair over it. But I am, in fact, going to be fixing the floors. You'd think that Safety Rat would be up to fixing the floors, but no. Guess it's gotta be me. You might be able to make one-way glass if you put a wall over the bits. That's interesting. I never thought about that. Wait. Oh my gosh, you know what I could do? I could make a window in the speakeasy that you can't see to the other side. Like you can't see like from the other side because it's got the glass. That's so smart. Because of the glass glitch. Ooh, chat. Thank you. Okay, let me get all these trapdoors. Just make a realistic, oh, come on. Just make a realistic portrait of a rat. Oh. Oopsies. I'm not very good at destroying things. See, this is why there's so many, like, broken structures and everything. Because, like, there's just absolutely... We're so bad at maneuvering around. Anyways, chat. Also, oh my gosh, if you guys want to know anything about my trip that I took recently, you can ask. Obviously I can't answer everything, you know, because I don't want to, like, give away, like, personal information, but, you know, I did in fact go and visit Techno's dad this weekend, which was absolutely amazing. He is so sweet. Like, he's so cool, and he's very sweet, and, there's so many similarities between him and my own father that, like, I was actually, like, there was like certain points where, like, we were talking about, like, even what he majored in college and stuff like that, and it literally lined up exactly with what my dad did, and I was just like, damn, it's just like that sometimes, I guess. Okay, wait, I'm gonna break this one. Yeah, no, it was amazing. His family was so it was kind of funny because I went to go visit Techno's house, and they didn't tell me that it was his house until like 40 minutes into us talking and everything like that, which then like clicked in my head and made like, yeah, I had a nice time. We loved Techno's dad. He's a wonderful man. Yeah, and we were just like talking about you know, Alex and stuff like that. We talked a lot about, you know, like neurodivergency and stuff like that, because I kind of explained like my stuff, and, you know, we talked about like stuff like that, and I don't know, it was just really nice, and his family's very, very nice. I really, really, really liked his sister. She was super cool. All of them were super cool. It was just an all-around amazing experience. And also, oh my gosh, the Book of Remembrances, It's actually kind of funny because I think they must like they literally must have had them done by like a Bible company or something because they're so well made. It's like astonishing. And I am super I wanted to like kind of read through them a little bit, but it was like too emotionally charged for me. They seem really, yeah, they really are. It was really cool. I think the thing that like got me was like I probably just meeting the pets. Apparently like Pumpkin really liked me and he doesn't normally like people, so that was really cool. I love orange cats so much. They're probably like, it's funny because I don't own any orange cats, but they're like my favorite kind of cat. I don't know why. That's like so weirdly specific, but I just like, I don't know. I think I watched Milo and Otis when I was like 5 and then just decided that like that was like my thing was orange cats. What am I doing right now? Right now I'm just ranting and trying to build. It's kind of just a normal Sif stream. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can cover up this weird patch right here. Nobody has to know. I mean, you kind of know, but it's fine. Is this? I think this is just a weird texture broken thing. I'm sure it would reset if I relogged. Yeah, there we go. Milo and Otis unlocked a core memory. Yeah, you guys get it. Like, it's... I, like, literally watched... I remember I watched that movie on, like, a car trip. And I was like, oh my god, orange cats are so cool. I want an orange cat. Like... Okay, I've absolutely just demolished this. But it's opened up so much space for us to, like, actually do stuff here, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, well, actually, Atlas, Technomom and Demeter are two different people. Because, Technoblade had a stepmother. And that is who is referred to as Demeter. Who, by the way, is super nice. I've never watched Milo and Otis. It's like, oh gosh, when did that movie come out? Let me look this up. The Adventures of Milo and Otis came out in 1986. Huh? No, that can't be real. Wait. It originally was filmed in... It originally was a Japanese film, and then I think they dubbed it in English. Yeah, so Milo and Otis is a 1986 Japanese adventure comedy drama about two animals, Milo, an orange tabby cat, and Otis, a pug. The original Japanese version, narrated by Shigeru Tsuki, with poetry recitement, was released on July 12th, 1986. Columbia Pictures removed 15 minutes from the original film to release a shorter English version written by Mark Saltzman and narrated by Dudley Moore on August 15th, 1989. Wow. I never knew that. Sif is older? I'm actually only 19. But my sister was a 90s baby, and because of that, I was introduced to a lot of the same media that she liked. Because my family's like really big on like rewatching stuff. And honestly, I am too, because like, I don't know, it's like a comfort thing. Like there's no danger in rewatching and like watching something that I've already watched. Like there's no chance of me like, you know, not liking it or like feeling uncomfortable during it because I already know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Chat, what are you on about? I do not get you sometimes. 1 second, chat. Secondhand, yeah, I'm a secondhand 90s baby. That makes so much sense. That's literally the best way to put it. Because it's true. Like, my sister was born in the 90s, and, like, because of that, like, I'm introduced to all the media. So that makes yeah. Where the heck did someone get 40? 40 what? What, my barrels? This is so good, all this space right here. The question is, what do I do with it? I could build like a little suburb. I could build a suburb. That'd be so silly. Oh my god, no one understands chat. We are crazy people. Yeah, I guess that's like a huge vouch on that part, because I don't really get you guys sometimes. I'm gonna be honest. But it's respectable, so yeah. Okay, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna call it a day here because I'm like zoning out and I need to go vote. So yes, I will. But next stream, so I'm gonna have to stream tomorrow because I have MCL tomorrow, and then it's gonna be later in the day. So hopefully nobody's gonna like be in school. And then I do like somebody just came up with the idea of building a suburb for the fleas, and I think that would be very cute. So I think that we should do this. Yeah. Said they stole my flea noodles. Well, maybe they shouldn't do that. That's very rude. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more MCL. And then we're going to do more streams. And I'm going to try and stream a lot this week. Just because next week I'm going to be in the Misfits offices. And I have no idea, like, what my general, like... I have no idea what my general, like, stream schedule is going to look like. So, yeah. Okay. Bye, guys, I guess. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a amazing...